Good afternoon. Just weeks ago, the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi was asked directly whether Iran has missiles with a range beyond 2,000 kilometers. He looked the world in the eye and said, and I quote him directly, "We don't have those. We have intentionally kept the range of our missiles below 2,000 kilometers, so we don't have that capability. And we don't want to do that because we don't have any hostility against the United States people or Europeans whatsoever." That is what he told the world. That was not a misstatement. It was a blatant lie. Because over the weekend, the Iranian regime launched missiles nearly 4,000 kilometers toward Diego Garcia, a remote island in the Indian Ocean that hosts a major joint US-UK military base. You can look at the map. You can see the range of the Iranian ballistic missiles today. They can reach Paris. It reaches London, Athens, Copenhagen, Riga. It reaches deep into Europe, 4,000 kilometers, double the range they claimed. And if it has doubled once, it can double again, from 4,000 to 8,000 kilometers. That would make it capable of striking the heart of the US. This is not just another attack. It is proof. It shows the regime that has developed a far longer range capabilities than many were willing to admit. And it shows something even more dangerous, a leadership that is no longer interested in hiding it. So let me be clear about it. This is not a speculation. Those are facts. This is a real threat. Imagine what they could do if they had nuclear ballistic missiles. And yet, so many here in the Council try to play the game like it's not part of their issue or concerns. We have been saying it for years. Iran is not a regional problem. It is not our problem. It is a global one. So I must ask my European colleagues today, and I will ask them later on in the Council, where are you? What are you doing about that? What are you doing about it today, not tomorrow? Do not treat it as a distant conflict. You can ask the Gulf states. They did not think that they were next, but we all know what happened in the last 3 weeks. So I say to the leaders of the Western world, where are you? Where is the moral clarity? Where is the urgency? Where is your leadership? Israel is already in the arena. This is your moment to step up, to recognize the common enemy, to act now before it's too late for your people, to act with unity, with resolve and clarity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. It's Pamela Falk from U.S. News and World Report. Can you tell me what the latest is on the peace plan for Gaza, since Hamas was, as we understand, given a written proposal to start phase 2, including disarming? Have they responded? What is the latest on that?
First, we support the Board of Peace. We support the 20-point plan of President Trump, and we collaborate with the initiative. Hamas must be disarmed before anything else. There are a lot of ideas, good ideas about rebuilding Gaza, humanitarian projects. We support them, but nothing can start before disarmament of Hamas. And I hope that Hamas will understand it. They should look at what happened in other parts of Gaza and learn the lessons from that.
And has the leadership responded in any way?
I'm not aware of that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. Edith Lederer from the Associated Press. There are reports of possible talks in Pakistan later this week between Iran and the United States. Does Israel support any prospect of these talks, and will Israel participate in such talks?
First, I'm not familiar with our participation in such talks. It's important to note that we continue with the operation. As we speak, Israel and the US, we continue to target military targets in Iran, and we will continue to do that. Now, when you speak about negotiations, we know that at the end of any operation or conflict, you have to go to diplomacy. And we will make sure that the outcome will be that Iran will not have the nuclear capability, will not have the ballistic missiles capabilities, and that we will achieve the goals that we put forward only a month ago.
How far do you think Israel and the United States are from achieving those goals?
I think we accomplished a lot. I'm not sure that the Iranians realize that, but we accomplished a lot. We have weakened the regime, but we have to make sure that we don't create the condition for them to go back for where they were. We want to create a different reality on the ground.
Ambassador Adla Massoud, the National. Regarding Lebanon, yesterday your finance minister called for the effective annexation of southern Lebanon. Is this something that the Israeli government supports, or do you reject this position?
I don't think we have a position of annexation in Lebanon. I would say more than that. We don't have an interest to be in Lebanon. Today we have very limited forces next to the border. We have no choice. We just heard the news about our Iranian missile that flew to Beirut. So our goal is to make peace with Lebanon. But for that to happen, the Lebanese government must take control of the region, push Hezbollah, that is south of the Litani, and respect Resolution 1701.
Thank you, Ambassador Abdul Hamid Sayam from the Arabic Daily Al-Quds Al-Arabi. Sir, everyone knows that Israel is a nuclear power. If you say no, Vanunu, who fled Israel to London, and he gave that important interview with the Times of London, and he was kidnapped back to Israel and was arrested for 18 years. Why Israel has the right to acquire nuclear weapons, but no other Middle Eastern countries has that same right? Thank you.
One should ask himself about every nation who is bringing stabilization to the area and who is bringing chaos. Israel is a stabilizing force in the region. We want peace. Allow me to answer that. We signed peace treaties, we promote peace, we pray for peace. When you look at the Iranian regime, they are doing exactly the opposite. They have attacked 13 countries in 1 month. You know, Israel exists for 77 years. We never had war with 13 countries combined. So today you understand that Iran is a problem for instability, and Israel is a source for peace and stability.